Finding the right crochet hook that's going to work for you can be a daunting task and not to mention can get expensive. And I'm not talking about the size of the hook, I'm talking about the shape and the functionality of it. In this video, we're going to go over 5 different types of crochet hooks and how they work and how they feel. Because did you know that there is a hook that can supposedly count your stitches? Hello, my name is Sarah. If you guys are new here, this is where we embrace our crochet ADHD and the fact that I can't talk, and we have fun here. So get ready for this video. My fancy pinky. Let's move over to the table and I'll show you the hooks. Okay, so first we're going to talk about this normal crochet hook and how you can turn this into this. And this is what I was using to begin with for a long time, but my biggest issue is that over time, this is like a year or two old, it can get really grimy and dirty, and I am not sure how you're supposed to clean these because these are like foam. But basically, you buy a pack of them like these, and these are for all different, size of crochet hooks, obviously. And you can take one that's maybe you feel like the hole is big enough and you can slide your hook in there. Now this hole is obviously too big. Let's go one smaller. And you're going to go like this and you're just going to push it through. Now, I really do like this. This was one, if you look at the beginning of my videos, I was using this thing constantly. That's why it is so dirty. These were my go-to ones. I believe this is a 5.5 and this is a 4.75. But that is the thing is I actually had a band-aid on this to help it fit a little bit better. And it is extremely hard to get off now. Like I can't even get this thing off. Like, it is extremely hard, and I'm not gonna sit here and struggle with this thing all day. I made a little bit of a progress, but so once I feel like once you put this on there, you better be committed to it staying on because it is extremely hard to get off, and you better memorize what hook that is that you put in there because I have had trouble remembering what size hooks these are because I can't see what size they are. So that is a really big drawback to this. But the biggest gain is that it is just so comfortable on your hand. It is cushiony and they're pretty cheap. I want to say this was like $10 for the 5 of them. So you get 5 different crochet hooks, 5 different sizes. Obviously, you can put them in there and they're really comfortable, but they do get really dirty. And so I'm like, I'm not sure if I were to soak these in water and soap, if it would destroy it or if it was just worth it to buy a new one. But yeah, these are pretty comfortable. And I will try to put a link to all of these down in the description box below so that you guys can find them really easily. But yeah, these were, like I said, these are really comfortable. They all end up being about the same size on the outside. So it's really comfortable in your hand. And I feel like even though, you can adjust where this is too on the hook. Like some hooks have this lip right here and there's no give, you know what I mean? But you can adjust it. I don't know. Like I said, it's really hard to move these. So take what you will from that. But if you've watched my videos before, you know that it is extremely easy to crochet with these. Let's see. I'll just start with a chain. And for me, it's just, I mean, I hold my crochet hook like a knife, I guess. But yeah, super easy to work with and it's comfortable on my hand. So if you were thinking about getting something like this, I think that it is a good purchase because just for the comfort. And if you only use 1 or 2 hook sizes and you're not going to forget which hook it is, then definitely go for it. You know what I mean? You could even probably write on it with a Sharpie and write what hook it is, but I never did that. But yeah, I feel like it's really comfortable and this helped with the hand cramping a lot. Next up, we're going to talk about this one. This is a 4.5 millimeter hook, and these are pretty standard. You can find these in a lot of stores like Walmart or Hobby Lobby or Michael's. And they're a little bit bigger than the regular crochet hook, not as big as the pad. So, you're still going to have that little bit of hand cramping if that's what you have issues with. But I also know that, this has that stop right there, and I'm not too big of a fan of that, honestly. I feel like I like having more room on the hook. Um, but it is still, you could work with it. It's still easy to work with. I bought this I couldn't find a 4.5 millimeter hook. And so I went and bought this because it was the only one they had. So, like I said, it's pretty easy to work with though. But, if you don't like having that stopper there, like this lip right here, then definitely steer clear of this one, but I feel like for the money, it's definitely worth it. Okay, now let's talk about these resin hooks. You guys have been seeing me work with these quite a bit lately. I just bought these and I'm I'm loving these, honestly. There are a couple drawbacks to them. They are kind of expensive. They're on the expensive side. I want to say I paid like $10 for one hook or something like that, so that was a little ridiculous, but look how gorgeous they are. Okay? They're gorgeous and they're big in your hand, not quite as big as these, but definitely bigger than this, right? So it is still comfortable. And you can see what size they are. This is a 5.5 millimeter hook right there. I bought a 7 millimeter hook, and I believe this is a 4.5. But you can also see like this one, the lip, everything matches up pretty well. There's not a big um like lip right here, and it's not like gonna cut me. This one is off centered a little bit, but it's still pretty good. This does have a sharp lip though, if you can see that. Like you can like that's not what we want, you know? And so there's little things like that. Like this one is a little bit smoother, but there's still a lip there. And this one I want to say is the worst though. It's not lined up completely right. The edge is right here. You know what I mean? So these are handmade. I believe someone probably does this by hand. And so, but I felt like when I was working with this, I kind of, this is where your thumb goes if that's how you're crocheting. So, but I absolutely love this. I got used to it really fast. They're absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. And it glides so smoothly and they're just so pretty. And so they sell them in packs too. So you can get like a whole pack of them. Oopsie. Should probably go down to a smaller hook since I was with that over there. I know this little swatch I'm working up is going to be all kinds of wonky because I'm doing different sizes, but I just wanted to show you guys how easy they are to work with. Like it is pretty smooth, even with that lip right there, like nothing goes up there. They did it the perfect length. I really like whoever came up with this idea because they're gorgeous. I would definitely go check this one out for sure, though. So let's move on. My best friend bought me this hook set right here. And this is a 2-in-1. It comes with light up crochet hooks. And I think that's what this thing is for, is to get them out. So it comes with this tool too to get the hooks out. So that was pretty cool. So it's all these different sizes, right? And so it also comes with two different handles. So it comes with this handle, which actually doesn't do anything. It's just a handle and it could go into any of them. And then this one turns on. Okay. And this is the light up one. So you can put the hooks in there. This is the smallest. So it comes with pretty big sizes though. So if you guys wanted like a smaller hook, I believe the only, like it says it right on the bottom or somewhere. Where does it say it? My eyesight is so bad. And my friend was like, oh, it's right there. There we go. 9 millimeter. So this is a 9 millimeter. And that is huge. So if you use chunky yarn, that's definitely good for you. But let's check this out. So it's got this little screen right here. And then this button is the light up. So the whole thing lights up. And that is pretty cool. So I have some black yarn right here. And let me see if I turn off my overhead light, if you guys can really get like the full effect. Oh, nice. So you guys get this? Look at it. It's like a little magic wand. That is awesome. So let's see. And I probably shouldn't be working with 4-ply, but this is the only black yarn I have to show you guys with. Oops. That's really smooth. Nice. Look at that. Have you guys ever worked with a light up crochet hook before? Look at that. That is awesome. So let's see if I can really see what I'm doing in the dark. 1, 2, I can't really see. Oh, there we go. Hmm. I don't know. Yeah, I definitely need bigger yarn to be I'm working with the wrong size yarn for this. And that is kind of a drawback that it only comes with really big hooks, you know? I feel like it would be such better if it had a more range, you know? But I work with worsted weight yarn, so I'm kind of biased to that. But I am able to crochet in the dark. Look at that. Let's turn back on the light. Isn't that amazing? That's atrocious right there. But I'm like, this is pretty cool. And so this is, this is just the light up one. And so basically, if you can't get it out, I feel like this thing is amazing for that. Oh, I guess it's only for the middle parts. Okay, well, there you go. I just learned something. Comes with this little tool, but that's only for the middle parts. But basically, you just take this out, put this where that goes, and say you want a bigger size. And it just turns and screws right in. And I have to say that I feel like this works so much better for the light up hooks than it does for the counting. And we're going to get into that in just a second because I feel like this was such an awesome concept, but in execution, it is a failure. And let's get into that right now. If I can get this thing out of there. Okay, so let's pick out a hook that a size that I normally use. What is this? A 5? That'll work great. So let's turn off the light. Oh, and it has like 3 different settings. So that's awesome. And we're going to put this in there. Okay. Now I'm not sure if I am just not putting this in correctly or what. Okay. It feels pretty solid to me. Okay. Now the first issue, this where the hook is not lined up correctly. Okay. If I'm supposed to hook like this with my hand right here, unless I'm going to hold it all wonky, this is not lined up at all. And so that was number one, the first thing I could see. Is how am I supposed to crochet when the hook itself is all cockeyed? Like that is, you see, it is, I would have to do an extra turn. Like this is not going to work out correctly. Okay. So number one, the hook does not end up being in the right spot. And that's with every single one. Okay. Like let's use this little tool, handy dandy tool, get this thing off. And it's not just with that. And I'm like, maybe I'm doing it wrong. See, it can only go in one way and then it turns and it locks. So if I put it in like this and I lock it, it is still not the right way. Okay, so let's try it the other way. Turn it all the way around. Oops. Turn it all the way around. Lock it in there. Still, now that's even worse, actually. That's way worse. Okay, so at least the other one was closer. Let's see. Yeah, this is not, I mean, it's close. It looks like it looks like it would be, but I'm telling you right now, this is not lined up in my hand correctly. That's close though. So let's see this. But it's on the other side, so the buttons are over here. Okay, so this is how you turn it on. Okay, so now I have it on, and I thought that this was supposed to count your stitches as it went. That's what it says online. Okay, and let's see, let me work it with this. I'm doing it. Nothing's happening. And then it occurred to me, you have to hit the button every time. You have to hit the button. So let's see. 1 button. Now it says 1. Get that on there. There you go. Okay. And then let's see. 2. Are you serious? Nobody's going to do this. Nobody. 3. Because it's not right here where my fingers is. Like, how am I supposed to get this? There's no earthly way to do this. This is insane. Not only is the hook not facing the right angle, it doesn't automatically count anything, and you have to somehow reach around and do that every time. That is insane. So there is a section for stitches and a section for rows. S stitches, and then if I did a row, now the row thing I can see because at the end of the row, hit the button, okay? But not after every stitch. Could you imagine having to do this? Oh, having to do this every time? That is not worth it. And I feel so bad for my friend who bought this because I feel like she got ripped off. Like this is not worth what it was. And I want to say this was like at least $30. And so in my opinion, this is not worth it. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong, but this is nice in theory, you know, if this was had the technology to actually count it every time it went through or something weird like that, but that's not gonna happen. This is just insane. And the first time I was using it, I had a really hard time getting this thing even locked in. So every time I did a stitch, this would pop out. And so, like I said, I think in theory, this is an awesome concept. And, you know, it is good for the light up one. The light up ones line up no problem. They line up perfectly. Okay. Like perfectly. And then the light. So if anything, this is good for the light part, but don't go by but I would not go by this thinking that I was going to get a hook that was going to count my stitches for me because that is a lie. Well, this is awesome just to have the second one. So that's cool too. And the whole case is really cool. So yeah, I would say do not waste your money on this for sure. But out of all of these hooks, including that, I have to say that these are fast becoming my favorite. This is what I was using for the longest time, but I do not like how grimy and dirty it gets. And then you would have to replace it every time it starts getting dirty and nasty, or go soak them while you're doing that and struggle to get them off. So in theory, this is awesome too. I don't want to have to replace them and struggle to get them on and off. So if you're looking for like an in between, something in between this, you know, and in between this and this, I would definitely go with these resin hooks. These are awesome. I love them. I'm pretty sure you can find them on Etsy. I know you can find them on Amazon. That's where I bought mine. So, like I said, having to trial and error different crochet hooks can be expensive, and I did it for you so you don't have to. So, I'm really glad that you guys watched this video. Thank you for suggesting it to me once you saw that I had been switching crochet hooks. So, thank you for that person who suggested I do a little rundown on these hooks. I hope this helped you decide what hook you want to wear. I hope this helped you. Maybe the hair dye went to my brain. You guys like my purple hair? It was supposed to be purple streaks. And then when she rinsed it out, the purple just latched onto my blonde hair and now it's all kind of purple. So let me know, should I go in next week and get it fixed back to my blonde with some purple streaks, or should I just leave it? I've been getting a lot of compliments on it, but shout out to my girl Twyla over at Bishops in Eugene because she does amazing work. She does my daughter's hair and my hair every year. Anyways, back on topic. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it helped you pick a hook. I will try to link them in the description box or in the video. If you guys purchase from this video, just know that I do get a little bit of a commission from that. So thank you to whoever is going to do that. And I will see you guys next time. Remember, above all else, Jesus loves you. Bye.